Formaji YouTube video k lia oper jo tum ny story lik kdhs k oper tai men strong hook lik k do. Hook jandar. Suspenseful our curiosity si barpor hona chaye k mary vaur engage ho jn our video ko ntk decken the bag that was not mine. The bag rested against my leg under the bus seat. Its fabric felt cold through my jeans. The engine hummed while rain tapped the windows. I breathed in the smell of wet metal and old seats. I was sure I had brought a black backpack. This one was brown and heavier. The zipper teeth glinted under the flickering light. My stomach tightened as the bus lurched forward. I lifted the bag slightly. Something inside shifted with a dull thud. My fingers tingled as if the bag breathed back. The air felt warmer near my knees. A woman across the aisle stared past me, unblinking. Her reflection trembled in the dark glass. The bus lights dimmed at the next stop. The driver did not turn around. I pulled the bag onto my lap. The weight pressed down like a warning. A faint sound came from inside, slow and uneven. My heart matched the rhythm. The zipper began to slide under my thumb. The zipper began to slide under my thumb. The sound cut through the hum of the engine. My breath caught in my throat as the metal teeth parted. A wave of warm air rose from the opening. It smelled of dust and something bitter. The bus swayed as if reacting to my touch. Outside, streetlights stretched into pale lines. My hands trembled but did not stop. Inside the bag lay a folded coat. The fabric looked too thick for the season. It carried the scent of another room. A room with no windows. My skin prickled along my arms. I pushed the coat aside. The bag felt deeper than it should. My fingers brushed against something smooth. Not plastic. Not metal. Something that yielded under pressure. I pulled my hand back quickly. The woman across the aisle tilted her head. Her eyes followed the movement of my hands. Her mouth remained closed. The bus passed a row of shuttered shops. Their signs flickered like tired eyes. I swallowed and looked back into the bag. A small object rested at the bottom. It reflected the dim light in a dull curve. It was a mirror. The glass was clouded. My reflection appeared warped and stretched. Behind my face, darkness gathered. I wiped the glass with my sleeve. The darkness remained. It looked thicker than shadow. It looked layered. The mirror felt warm. The warmth spread into my palm. The bus hit a bump. The mirror slipped and turned. For a moment, the glass showed the aisle behind me. Every seat was empty. The woman was gone. The sound of breathing filled the bus. It was not mine. It came from everywhere. The driver's seat stood vacant. The steering wheel moved slightly on its own. My pulse hammered in my ears. I dropped the mirror back into the bag. The zipper teeth clashed loudly. The bag shuddered on my lap. I pressed it down with both hands. The fabric twitched under my fingers. The smell grew stronger. It reminded me of old paper and rain trapped underground. The bus slowed near a tunnel entrance. Concrete walls swallowed the fading light. The windows turned black. The interior lights flickered and died. Only the dashboard glow remained. The bag grew heavier. My legs ached under the weight. A low vibration traveled up from the floor. It settled in my chest. The mirror inside the bag tapped once. Then again. Each tap matched the vibration. I tried to stand. My feet refused to move. The floor felt soft, almost sticky. The bag slid closer to my body. The straps curled slightly. They brushed against my wrists. Cold spread where they touched. The tunnel stretched longer than expected. The sound of the engine deepened. A whisper rose from the bag. It spoke without words. Meaning pressed directly into my thoughts. It told me the bag remembered hands. Hands that held it before me. Hands that let go too late. My mouth tasted of metal. I squeezed my eyes shut. The whisper continued. It showed me a platform at the end of a line. A place where buses did not return. The bag pulsed softly. Light leaked from the zipper seam. It glowed faintly red. Heat soaked through my jeans. I forced my eyes open. The tunnel walls rushed past faster. Symbols appeared carved into the concrete. They blurred into streaks. The mirror tapped harder now. Cracks formed in the glass. A face pressed against it from the other side. It looked familiar. It moved its mouth in time with my breathing. The bag lifted itself slightly. The straps tightened around my wrists. The bus roared forward. The end of the tunnel remained unseen. The whisper grew louder. The bag settled more firmly onto my lap. And it waited. The bus slowed at last. Light returned in a thin gray wash. The tunnel opened into an empty terminal. Concrete breathed out cold air. The whisper faded into silence. The straps loosened from my wrists. The bag grew still. The weight eased as if a burden had been set down. The doors hissed open. No one waited outside. I stood on unsteady legs. The bag rested at my feet. It looked ordinary now. Brown fabric. Scuffed corners. No warmth. No movement. I stepped away from it. The bus doors closed behind me. The engine turned over once more. The bus pulled forward without passengers. The lights dimmed as it disappeared down another road. I remained alone on the platform. My hands shook as feeling returned. The smell of rain replaced the bitter air. A sign overhead flickered to life.